So a lot of people in my world at Modern Maker, the program that I have asked me the difference between selling different products and selling proximity to you. And I think this was a really cool revelation because most coaching programs or service providers are there to sell multiple offers, right? Like we've got some people selling workshops, other people selling like the actual coaching, at low ticket, then a power hour sort of thing. After that, they're selling like a higher ticket coaching program to other people. Then they've got done for you services that they do. Now, not to say that doesn't work, because having multiple offers is something that definitely means that you can meet someone where they're at. But especially in the coaching and consulting space, one of the best things that I found to work for me is actually pricing the level of proximity that somebody has to you. Now, what do I mean by proximity? So the Modern Maker model itself is like low stress. It's very simple. Everything goes from an audience into one community offer. So when I look at that, it's like I'm marketing myself on LinkedIn or email or Facebook or, Instagram, wherever that is, and all roads lead to one community offer. Now that community offer, being Modern Maker, is tiered with access and proximity to me. So what does that mean? It means that I put all my energy and all my effort into serving that community, whether that be on School or Circle or any other tool. And then you have those workshops every week that you're sort of building and helping others and coaching others or consulting them on whatever it is they have to do. Now, when it comes to proximity there, somebody has access to you in the form of a school group, right? And then the Zoom calls or the Google Meets calls that you do, and they pay a price to be there at that level of access. So let's call that price X. Now, within that community offer, there is a certain amount of people, and that's a small percentage, who may want to work in closer proximity to you. Right? They might want more ongoing support. They might want like Slack coaching or mentorship or something like that. So all you're doing is you're opening up those gates and going, you can come into closer proximity to me at price Y. And price Y, could be double. It could be just a little more expensive because of the time you're going to put. And then you get to define the conditions of that model, right? So it could be you get the group access and then you get Slack access as well. And we can chat in there for this amount price. There's voice notes in there or whatever there is. Now, all you've done is you've gone for the people who want to pay a little bit more, increase that proximity. Now, for those people as well, they might be like, booking or wanting to have one-on-one mentorship time with you. That could be in a Zoom call or whatever. Now, you can also go, you can purchase a bundle, for example, of hours. Or for Z price, you then get to have the Slack group. You also get to have the school group, and you get to have one-to-one mentorship access at this Z price. So what's happening here is the further up you go into what I call the leverage staircase, the more money people pay to have access to you, right? And that's a really cool model, because then you have the community who's very happy with the setup that you have. And for somebody who wants to work more hours closer to you, they're paying a little bit more for that service. Now, going down the other end on the lower tier, you're hosting these weekly workshops, you're getting out there, you're giving out value to your clients, but maybe you have a social media audience, maybe you have an email list of some sort. And some people may want to get a bite-sized taste of your universe to be indoctrinated and find out what it is you're like, right? So what you can do in this case is say, this workshop on this Tuesday that I'm doing for my community anyway, I'm going to sell a guest pass for like $100, for example, to allow some guests to visit us. Now that workshop is something you're going to do anyway, right? But somebody who's now a lead has become a customer once off that is going to attend that workshop and be in that proximity tier, which is just a day pass or an hour pass or however you determine that to be, and they get to spend some time with you without actually being a part of that community. So that now opens up more doors for something you were going to do anyway, to allow somebody to go from a lead to a customer. Now, if they like it, they can go into that community offer and then be into that level of proximity to you. Or, for example, that workshop could be recorded and sold later on, and also allow somebody who may not be in the same room with you to actually have access to that IP, that idea that you have in your head, for that set price as a pre-recorded thing in this case, but just to get a taste of your universe. And the other thing you can do is, like, let's say, again, in the coaching and consulting space, we all make resources for our clients. They could be PDFs, they could be Loom videos, they could be little scripts of things or plans. Those could also be taken out and sold as customer offers for a minimal, like, this isn't even proximity in this case, but it's indoctrination. It's helping somebody get a taste of your universe and understand where you're at, and actually be able to become a customer that then can become a client. So think about proximity offers in your realm, because it doesn't just apply in the coaching and consulting space. It could be the same thing with like a service provider and stuff, where you host these workshops or have some sort of hub that people come in on a membership tier, and then you're slowly going up and down that leverage staircase in order to meet people where they're at. So I hope that was useful for you today.